Yep, today I'm speaking to a young man who's known to his friends as Stephen Paul Manderson, hailing from Hackney. It's a man who told us, I'm alive till I'm dead as long as it's at your inconvenience. It's Mr. Pro Green. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, you are?
I'm alright, I'm alright. It's good to be here. It's good to see you, sir. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I wanted to ask you firstly, obviously, you came from the battle scene.
Yep.
Obviously, freestyle rapping and, winning battles and stuff. How much do you think that contributed to your career as an artist?
Massively, because for me, that was where I cut my teeth. That was where, a lot of people start out making songs and it's a slow burn for them. For me, I started making songs later on, so I learned a lot about stage presence and engaging the crowd before I even knew I was learning that.
Exactly, yeah. I heard something about the DJ Fresh collaboration you did. Could you tell me anything about that? Like how that came about?
I met Fresh in Ibiza last year, and he was playing me some beats, and there was one beat that stuck out, but he kept it for himself. Dan, I remember. He kept it for himself, but he remembered that I liked the beat, and he sent it over with a chorus idea, and he was like, I'd love you to jump on it for my album. And I was like, of course, no brainer. It's a step away from the kind of party stuff that he's been putting out, the kind of club records. It will still go off in a club, but it's a lot darker, and I think it's going to be a single later on in the year.
Okay, that's a good look. I also heard that you absolutely went in at your Brixton Academy show.
Yeah.
Like, how did that feel? Tell me what happened.
Listen, Brixton Academy for me was on the list. Like, that was something that I've been working towards for a long time. So to be able to do a sold out show there, it was massively important that I got it right. And the only person or people that I've seen perform there that have had it, had the people up from the front row to all the way at the back of the circle, the top, with a Prodigy, and I wanted to recreate that. So we spent a lot of money on sound. I don't think I made any money this whole tour because of the amount of money we spent on sound and visuals to make sure it looked right, but we did it, and I had that from the front row, from the first word all the way at the back. Just people were crazy. And it was the moment I've been waiting for.
Yeah, man. So it was definitely more about the quality for you.
Yeah, it always is, man. I'm not trying to shortchange people, For the longest time, I was touring with a full band when I wasn't earning enough to do that. So I was doing club PAs and spending that money on paying people.
Okay.
I'm about the art, and I want people to come to my show and go, you know what, that was a show. Not that was some guy rapping over a CD, grabbing his money and running,
So you see, now you're saying that, I also heard about some sort of show that's supposed to be happening with you performing with an orchestra.
Yeah. The rap slam thing.
That's crazy. Yeah. What's happening?
We're doing it. It's the winner. There's also a contest as well, by where the person who wins gets to perform at Glastonbury, I believe. But basically, there's gonna be an orchestra that me and Labyrinth perform our track "Oh My God" with, which I'm gonna enjoy a lot. And I know Lab is when I done Somerset House last year for my encore, I had a 12-piece string section. I just love the feeling. You can't beat it, Simps are cool, recorded strings are nice, but having that created there and then, you can't beat it.
That's massive, man. That is absolutely massive. I also heard, that Chitty Bang, American hip hop duo Chitty Bang, they cancelled their Australian tour
to do the UK tour.
Support you on your tour. How did you not link
hats
up?
Hats off to them. We bucked up when I was touring with my first single, promoting my first single actually. I Need You Tonight. We met in I think we were in Wales somewhere doing a Radio 1 gig. And we bucked up. We're on the same record label, so we were introduced, and we just hit it off. They're the man them now.
Yeah.
We check for each other all the time. If they're ever here, I'm the person they shout. So yeah, we just had a wicked tour, man.
Now I'm getting into more kind of comedy type stuff. I heard, or I read, should I say, that your first ever musical purchase was Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Bikini. Yellow polka dot bikini.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I blame my grandmother, innit? She was the way. I didn't have money them times, innit? I was still a youth. And I mean, maybe I wanted it. I used to watch Timmy Mallet. It was his rendition of it, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. On 7-inch, but then I also had Bad on 12-inch, so it was there was a balance.
Yeah, so it was still kind of gangster at the same time. It was a gangster version of Polka Dot Bikini.
I don't think Timmy Mallet's a gangster.
All right, while we're on the subject of comedy stuff, I don't like to do controversy, but I was going through your Twitter and I seen you had a few Twitter metaphors, and I see you're calling somebody. You said something to I call a spade a spade.
I call a horse a horse.
And I call a horse a horse. And you said something about you've got a foul mouth
and you've
got a foul mouth.
No, metaphorically, you have a foul mouth in that you say horrible things, and you have a foul mouth as in your mouth is buttered.
And here I believe you're talking about some character on Made in Chelsea.
Character's a good word.
Yeah, character or personality.
Well,
I apologise.
Character. I think character. I don't know about personality. Lack of, maybe. Yeah, people just need to understand that words and actions have, they provoke a response and reactions. So yeah, it was just, it was. I wrote everything. I wrote with a smile on my face, as I always do. I enjoy them situations, but people also have to get put back in their prime on occasion, innit?
Alright, well, you cleared that one up. The last thing I wanted to say to you, obviously, because I know you got the album that you're working on, is there anything you can tell? Because I'm hearing you're working with a producer that worked with Eminem. I believe on that same track you've got someone from Slaughterhouse. Is it Royce the 5'9"?
Oh, see, no, that was on At Your Inconvenience. That was Nightmares. It was produced by DJ Khalil. Royce was on it, and Kobe. That was just, it was, when I done that track, I was like, I don't really do features that often. I don't really put people on my albums. But I was like, this track needs it, it's a proper rap cut. It needs someone else on it. So I put feelers out, and Royce loved the track, so he jumped on it, and all he asked for in return was a verse on another track. So I gave him that verse. We done a verse for a verse. It was old school.
I like that.
And he tweeted as well, going, I've worked with a lot of people, but this guy is awesome, and tag me in it. And it's like, for me, I'm a big Royce fan. I have been from morning, he's a rapper's rapper. So to get that nod was meant a lot for me, man.
Well, that's good, man. So, like, obviously, the new album is going to be more stuff like that, or is this going to be maybe a different direction?
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's never about making the same album twice. I don't even like making the same song twice. I try and steer away from that. But I'm just going to see what comes out. I'm not going to tour at the end of the year. I'm going to take a break from touring and just really experiment, get in the studio with a lot of different people, lots of back and forth to America this summer and later on. But I've also started working on stuff with the people I've worked with up to this point as well. I'm not forgetting anybody. We done like 8 tracks over Christmas, like Naughty Boy, Sunny, Crazy and Hoax and Mojam. So it's going to be interesting to see how the next one turns out.
So definitely something to look out for.
Yeah, man.
Some new stuff. Well, I want to say thank you for your time for having us here.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, big up Pro Green, it's SBTV, and we're out.
Yeah.